Good afternoon and welcome to Muskegon Rotary. My name is Tim Arter and I have the pleasure of serving as your president this year. Today's program will be Black Enterprises and New Businesses in Muskegon. We will begin with the Pledge of Allegiance and followed by a reflection from Darlene Collet. A special mention that District Governor Brianna Scott just walked into the House. Maybe she's over there in the line. Yeah, she is over there. So we will recite the four-way test at the end of the meeting, and this time we'll do the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Short and sweet. The way to get, pardon me? Say what? The way you get meaning into your life is to devote yourself to loving others, devote yourself to the community around you, and devote yourself to creating something that gives you purpose and meaning.
Very nice, Darlene. At this time, you can return to your seats, and the meeting will resume in a few minutes. Thank you. Well, welcome back. We have a little bit smaller crowd this time, so it's coming to order much quicker than it did last week when we had a large group. At this time, I'll call members who have guests and any visiting Rotarians come forward for introductions. I might warn you to be careful as you go around the mic here. So.
Hello. Good, how are you? Yep, you're just going to go right up here at the pink.
Oh, thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Rachel Gorman, and I have two guests with me today that are part of your incredible team of your Muskegon Lakeshore Chamber of Commerce. So first is Jamie Smith. She is our new Director of Membership, and the incredible Kelly Stone, our Director of Marketing. Thank you.
I'll switch over so you can... I am lucky today to have my granddaughter, Azalea Finch, with me. She is an early actor at Lincoln Park Elementary.
I'm Heidi Seitzma, and I have Eugenia Seiferth with me again today. She has been approved for membership and will be inducted one of these days soon. She just moved here this summer from Colorado and is now working with Nexus Realty, and so we're excited to have her.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Kendra Robinson, and this is Mr. Wall. He is a student athlete counselor at Muskegon High, and we have a few wonderful big reds with us this morning. Let's give him a hand. All right, and he's going to introduce them.
So I brought James Young and Derikio Speech with me. I want to say thank you guys for having us. It's always a pleasure to come down here and get a chance to showcase some of our student athletes in this case. So here's James.
Hi, how y'all doing? My name is James Young. I'm a senior at Muskegon High School. I play football and basketball. I'm a part of National Honor Society, Peer Mediation, and I will be attending Davenport University on a full-ride football scholarship.
Hi, I'm Derikio Speech. I attend Muskegon High School. I am a four-year honor roll student. I play football and track, and I'll be having a full ride scholarship to Saginaw State University.
So it's been snowing a lot, so we are doubling up because we've missed students a couple weeks. So not only do we have bigger heads, but we've got some Cardinals from Orchard View. To introduce two of the seniors is Samantha Wilson. She is the principal at the high school.
Good afternoon. I just want to say thank you for having us every year. As I talked to Marty, I've at least been here once or twice to be able to introduce some students to the Rotary Group, so I appreciate you having us. Today with me, I have top two students at Orchard View High School, Declan Harder and Trenton Rogers, and I'm going to let them introduce themselves. Or each other. They might introduce each other.
You want to do each other? We can do each other. Okay, so this is Declan Harder. I've known him forever. He is a senior at Orchard View High School. He does chess, robotics, quiz bowl, and then he is the president of NHS, and he's also, it's like president, he's the manager of the show choir, which he's also in, so he does a lot of dancing. He plans on going to MCC with the Promise for 2 years. And then looking to transfer out to possibly go into something with like museum curation.
Hi guys, how we feeling out there? This is Trenton. Trenton's known me, I've known him. We're pretty much siblings without being siblings, close as you can get to siblings. Trenton does a lot actually. He's very stressed most of the time actually. He does, athletic-wise, he does soccer in the fall, baseball in the spring. He does quiz bowl, chess, robotics. He also is an HS. He is treasurer, really good with math, let me tell you that. He actually has taken a bunch of college classes during his time at Orchard View, so he's, what are you taking, like Calc 3 now?
No, that's next year.
Next year, sorry. He's taking Calc 2 at the college. He's, like I said, he's really good with math. He plans to go to Michigan Tech for astro or physics program because he would like to become an astrophysicist. Yeah, that's pretty much Trent. Cool.
Well, they do bring the stars every week. At this time, I'll call Emily Morgenstern to come forward and introduce today's program.
Yeah, you guys come up here. Come on, Marquise.
Whoa.
Hello, everyone. Mike, is this microphone good? All right, I can hear myself now. So February is Black History Month, and the program committee wanted to take this opportunity to highlight some of our community's amazing Black-owned businesses. Supporting Black-owned businesses not only boosts our local economy, but your money spent helps contribute to closing wealth gaps and creating equal opportunities for all entrepreneurs. And I am excited that we get to hear the story of 3 of those entrepreneurs today. So please welcome Marquise Childers Jr., owner of Estelito Wines, Lakeisha Harris, owner of Sofield Enterprises, and Justin Sean, owner of Great Lakes Mushroom Company. All right, so first I want you guys to start off and tell us about yourselves, your business, your history, your products, what you guys do. We'll start with you, Marquise.
Hello, everyone. I should have sat on that end. Well, my name is Marquise Childers Jr. I am the CEO, owner of Estelito Wines, named after my grandmother. Some of you may know Mimi Rankin. Product. We sell wine, so I'm in the spirits and the alcohol business and things of that nature. The history, we started in 2019. We actually started making the wine. I had to convince my grandmother that we need to do it, but we had the pandemic, so right during the pandemic was right around Christmas time, New Year's. So I passed it out to everyone that could get me in trouble. Pretty much a lot of you in this room here. And when we got the feedback of it was really good, we actually went forward with pursuing a license to actually become a legitimate wine manufacturing business.
Hello, my name is Chef Lakeisha Harris. I am the queen of the turkey knuckle. And if you don't know what a turkey knuckle is, come see us down here downtown. I am the first female-owned, African-American-owned soul food business ever in the history of Muskegon, Michigan, to be in downtown. So I am excited about that. I am the owner of Soulfield Enterprises, which is now Soulfield Restaurant and Catering, which is just a taint seasoning that will be featured in Meyer Urban stores beginning in the fall. And I am one of the newest personalities on the Food Network.
Hi, everyone. I'm Justin. I own Great Lakes Mushroom Company. I'm the first store of its kind, black, white, yellow, blue, doesn't matter, in the entire country. We grow all our own mushrooms. We're vertically integrated. We produce those mushrooms and synthesize them into different medicinal products for your health. And then we're also an apothecary and natural store and a restaurant. So we make different mushroom dishes with our mushrooms that we grow and produce. And we're currently in over 25 stores across Michigan. And then I do different mushroom workshops where I show average people how to grow mushrooms at home. I do mushroom workshops for the conservation districts across the state of Michigan. So you may see me soon.
All right, so owning a small business is hard, from getting it off the ground to keeping it in business. So I want, and Justin, we'll start with you on that end. Talk me through, your major challenges from the beginning of your business concept and plan to now having a brick and mortar.
The hardest part is doing everything yourself. Like to this day, I mean, I cleaned up nice, but I've been inoculating since 5 o'clock this morning. And it takes hours, and I'm in 25 stores. So the volume of mushrooms that I need to produce, and the coffee is sold all over the country from Amazon, eBay, Etsy, my own platform, TikTok, and various other platforms. So it's just keeping up with this wall that just keeps building up higher and higher. It's probably the hardest part. Yeah, I would say that's the hardest part. Doing it when you're small, like we started from nothing. Like literally we were taking coffee chaff, which is a byproduct of the coffee industry. We were going to Magnum Coffee down in Nunica, and I called the owner, and he let us take the garbage, and we would take the garbage and bring them back to our warehouse in Granville and turn them into mushrooms. So it was, you got to be resourceful, and you can't quit because it's going to get hard, and it is hard, but you just got to keep going, and eventually you get to sit on stage.
Lakeisha, can you tell us a little bit?
Let me tell you about being a Black woman with a dream, divorced, a single mother of one, and you cannot go to any bank and say, I have a dream. I have a product that I want to get out to this world. And I know it's great. I know it's going to be the best thing you've ever had. That doesn't calculate into dollars. That doesn't calculate into tax statements. So that being said, finding the proper financing to facilitate a dream and a vision. I went to every bank. I went to every credit union. I took my product. I solicited, and everyone said no to me except for the city of Muskegon. I applied for an ARPA grant, received a $100,000 grant that I don't have to pay back. That's the blessing of it. I would have had to pay the banks back. And I credit a lot of that to knocking on doors, even when they were closed in my face. I credit that to believing in your product and in yourself. So the biggest thing is to challenge your faith, to hear what people are not saying, to continually reinvent yourself until you find the answers. Coincidentally, I attribute a lot of that to be the Rotary Club. In 1992, I was a Rotary Exchange student. I learned how to survive, honey, in Brazil without even knowing it. And then the wonderful Rotary Club sent me to the only place in Brazil that has snow. So, there's not anything I can't do. And with that strong will and determination, I found a lot of success.
Well, in my case, I honestly, to strong will, determination, never quitting, they kind of hit it on the nose. I personally changed words or stopped using words like can't, and I started to use I can or why can't I? So when I would go out and have these different, I would say with the Shire, they started sending me out on all these different trips with and with Miss Esther Dyson. So I would be out having these wine tastings and dinners, and I met a woman, great woman, who actually came up with Michelle Obama's nutrition plan, and she taught me everything about fruits and especially grapes and pairing them with the wines. So when I came back, I just had that thought of why can't we make our own wine? Why can't we have a Black-owned wine? Why not? And just not hearing the word no, right? Just keep going, just having that self-determination of like, it's already hard, you do it on your own, and I actually turned it into something I love. And in that, in 2024, what I did was I actually made a sacrifice, and I stopped working a 9-to-5 job and dived all the way into my wine business. And in February, we went from special thanks to Tyler Sales being the first African-American wine company, a part of Tyler Sales. And we went from 4 stores around this time last year to now we're in 25 stores in Muskegon and Oceana County. And that is just, again, sacrifices and betting on yourself, I would say, is a big key in small businesses to even grow to something larger. So you have to believe in yourself, that's what I say.
Thank you. Now, Lakeisha, we'll start with you. You kind of touched on this in your last answer, but how has the Muskegon community been in that startup phase to get you going, to get that capital? And then also, how has it been going with the consumers market to keep you guys in business?
I think the most important part is to remain authentic to where you come from. I am a product of the best high school in Muskegon. Now, some of you may not agree with this, but green and white comes through my pores. And so that being said, going back to the places that helped your foundation, remaining humble, remaining connected, remaining tangible. I think that's what opened doors for me in Muskegon. When things didn't work, relationship always works. When the paperwork doesn't match relationship, how you treat people. I made sure that I was accountable. When I said I was going to cater, I showed up on time. I showed up with the product I said I was going to have. And I did it to the best of my ability. Now that's coming from before I moved away for 25 years. When I came back, I was a neurosurgical assistant in Troy, Michigan. I came back, I was on food stamps. I asked people to sleep on their floor, sleep on their couch. And I went to the Hideout in the height of COVID, and I began to sell food out of a bar. And I remember one day, my daughter said, Mom, she said, there's people outside there everywhere, and people were wrapped around the corner to get soul food. I gave away more than I made. I gave away the first 100,000. I gave away the first 200,000. Now I'm learning to hold on to a little bit of that, y'all. Because mama got to eat too. But that being said, remaining authentic, showing up, sacrifice. I knew I wasn't going to stay on EBT forever. I knew I didn't go to college and do the things that I was going to do to remain there. But whatever I had to do to get where I'm going, now maintaining that. That's the trick, remaining relevant. And you have to market yourself to an industry larger than this city, larger than this county. And so now I'm speaking all over the world. I am the first African-American woman to ever present for the American Culinary Federation. I received the Presidential Medallion of Honor this year. These are all things that I get outside of the city, but I bring them back home, and I remain authentic.
Just so you know, you guys are killing it with your answers because I don't normally clap after every answer. All right, so Justin, you are not from Muskegon, so how has that kind of been out as an outsider coming in and getting that support from the community?
So I'm originally from Chicago, and we moved up here about 5 years ago. And when I started the mushroom company, then the support has just been outstanding. It's been a true blessing, and I thank God every day, because we started with just clear bags. If you guys actually look at our display table or whenever you're on the way out, you'll see one of those bags up there. Those are the original bags we started with. There was no branding, there was no fancy packages, no stores, anything like that. And we started right here in Muskegon at the farmer's market. So our trajectory just went straight up from there. And we were introduced to a lot of other local store owners and farmers, we were able to network and push our products from here to Grand Rapids. And now we do have fancy packaging. And we're also in a blessed situation where, as I said before, this is the first store of its kind. And if you have social media, you've heard of mushrooms recently in the last 2 years, and the amazing health benefits that they bring to the table. Everything from helping people with Alzheimer's, cancers, and just a plethora of different medicinal benefits that are natural when the drugs are like literally killing our bodies. So Muskegon's been great to me and been great for our company. And we went ahead and decided to open a physical brick and mortar store, and we wouldn't do it any other place besides this area, because it's where we got our start at. So we opened up, and we've just been rolling and rocking for the last 5 years.
Awesome.
Yep.
Now, Marquise, I was there at the beginning of your business because I definitely had your wine. I think in when did you start? 2019? 2019. Yeah, I think we were at the event center in the Heights. I mean, that was a good time. So how have you, though, because your product's a little different, you don't have that brick and mortar, getting that out there, but then also staying true to your roots in Muskegon?
Well, I have a unique product because it's complementary to these two, right? So I can pair the wine up at her restaurant, things of that nature. But relationship based, everything is based on relationship and who you know. What I would say is I was able to form a lot of relationships in Muskegon County due to the work that I was able to do prior to even starting a business. So I had got doing a lot of community work and starting the neighborhood associations and actually being on the ground and accessible and reachable. Being a middle school coach, so I had access to parents. Reek, actually coached him. And still being a part of the Muskegon Big Red basketball program. So I actually use all of my connections with this community and offering in service. And I actually use that to capitalize on my business. So when I asked to say, hey, you guys, can you come out to my wine tasting? You all came out to the wine tasting because you knew me prior to me even making wine. So it's more I know Marquise and what he does and how I'm sustaining that. I actually just recently had a meeting with Total Wines out in Grand Rapids. And right now they just sent it up to the corporate, and we're working on getting Estelita wines in Total Wines around the country. And so that's one way. And also having a license to sell across the state and abroad. So having to be able to offer a social media website to order online, doing shipments and things of that nature. And we just recently purchased our building on Broadway across from Kareem's. It was the old Urban Apparel, and we just finished the roof. And we're actually getting power done right now. And luckily, my grandfather's a master electrician, so he's getting the power and stuff done now. So we actually look forward to opening that fall, winter of 2025. So that would be another way for you guys to come out and sit down and actually mingle amongst each other and have some Estelita wine.
So I read a couple stats before the meeting today from the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. And the first one is 50% of small businesses fail after 5 years. 65% fail after 10 years. However, only 4% of Black-owned small businesses make it past the startup phase. So I can have you guys just being here right now, you've already beat the odds. You beat the statistics, which is amazing. So what is that next big goal, that next big vision for your businesses? Whoever wants to start can start.
Starbucks. I want my product in every store, every grocery store, every health store, every farmer's market, every craft store, every gift store. Starbucks. That it's the top or nothing. Like, that's what I'm going for. I'm going for the top spot. So it's simple.
I don't have a limit on what I will and will not do, where I will and will not go. We are looking at Soulfield Vietnam in 2026, Soulfield Brazil in 2027. I've given myself a 4-year plan here in Muskegon. I plan to franchise and take the turkey knuckle all over the world. If you don't know what a turkey knuckle is, it is a delicacy that can be only found here in Muskegon, Michigan. You can't buy it anywhere else. You can't get it anywhere else. You have to come to Muskegon and get this. And I want the world to know I want Muskegon to know what a turkey knuckle is first. So if I'm not in the room, you can say, oh, Chef Lakeisha told me. So of course, turkeys don't have hands and feet. It is actually the deconstructed thigh joint, so from the hip to the knee. It is the most amazing piece of meat you will ever taste, and I promise you that. And it sounds absolutely disgusting, but it's absolutely delicious. If you feel more comfortable, it is a turkey rib tip, so call it a turkey tip. I went to a school and I did a presentation in North Muskegon, and a lady came to the restaurant. She was like, oh my God, my son told me you made turkey nuggets today. I said, what? She said, so I go home and I buy some turkey and I cut it into nuggets. And my son was like, no, Mom, that's not what Miss Lakeisha did. I said, honey, I gave your son knuckles. So it's educational. It's a good conversation starter. But the best part about it is that it belongs to Muskegon.
I just had some of those Sunday. Brick and mortar, Total Wines, Target, Walmart, Meijer. I want to be able to get in all those big chain stores, and also create a vineyard here in West Michigan, where we can actually have people come as tourists here to actually come and see what we have to offer. It'd be great to have it in Muskegon, so City of Muskegon. Yeah.
All right, one last question for me, and then we'll take some from the audience. What can organizations like Rotary, all of these people in the room here, how can they help your business and other minority-owned businesses thrive here in Muskegon?
Support. Support helps a lot. Pass the word, share a post. I mean, you don't have to financially commit, but just telling someone really helps us keep going. Asking your local store, like, hey, I tried their mushroom coffee, please bring that in. That goes a long way for local store owners when they have their patrons actually telling them, I want this. That's the biggest thing, your support.
Yeah, I agree with that. Intentionally support and buy local. Google reviews, good, bad, or indifferent. We learn from the negative as well as we do the positive. Tell us the truth. Be honest, your wait time is too long. I wasn't pleased with this, the customer service, because no one gets into business to be average or mediocre. If I can't be the best, I don't want to be involved at all. And so just giving us that honest feedback, your support. He said he don't want your money. I do. All of it.
I want it too.
I need investors. I need investors. I need people who can take this vision to the next level, because I turned 48 yesterday. Was it yesterday? A couple of days ago, I turned 48. I'm closer to the end than I am to the beginning. But I want this to, if you're over 48, you're closer to the end than to the beginning too. I know. Nevertheless, if we have 48 more summers, the most important thing is that long after I'm gone, there's a legacy that extends, that teaches Black creativity, Black responsibility, Black resilience, and also the ability to succeed even when common sense says you shouldn't.
I really don't have nothing to add to that. That's, yeah, seriously, that is exactly what it is there. And having platforms like this, right? So actually highlighting those that are in your backyard doing the work, that goes a long way.
Okay, we're going to go into, do I have a mic working? Yeah, there is. We're going to go into questions now. I'd really appreciate it if you only have questions, because I can tell there's already a lot of questions, so no statements,
I have a
please.
microphone. I'll cut you off at your comment.
At the risk of being banned from this club, I live virtually across the street from the Vault. I love that place. I've had your smashed potatoes and whatnot. I'd like to encourage my fellow Rotarians here to visit the Lumberman's Vault. But my question is, what's your experience there at the Vault? It's kind of a revolutionary concept for Muskegon.
Ooh, child. Okay. It has been the greatest and most unexpected blessing I could have ever imagined. We've never had a food vault or food collective concept in downtown Muskegon. So you can get soul food. Well, we've never had it in Muskegon. Soul food, Vietnamese food, Latino food, and now American fare in one location. That means you can get some catfish over here, some French fries over there, some pho, and if you're on a diet, you can go get a latte over in the corner, and all while you're drinking at the bar. So this is, I'm going to be totally transparent in my answer. Growing up in North Muskegon, we were taught that all the good people live on this side of the city, all the bad people live on this side of the city. We rarely met in the middle. Food is the vehicle that's bringing this community together. And so I'm glad to be a part of that. I'm glad to see it happening in my lifetime. And I'm glad for what it means for Muskegon that we don't even understand yet.
You guys, this has been great. I'm really excited about this. Some of you touched on where you could get your products, and you mentioned 25 stores, and we know that you're at the Vault, but could you maybe mention what type of stores, if it's a Meijer or Walmart, where it is? And you don't have to go through all 25 stores. That's one question. The other is, where's the mushroom store or shop? Like, where is that? And thirdly, there's not a comment, it's another question. Did you know that we featured Marquise's wine at the Harvest Fest? We did. That's my questions.
So all stores, if I wasn't clear, all stores we're trying to get into. And then my particular store is at 3371 McCracken Street in Norton Shores, Michigan. We're right on the cusp of Muskegon and Norton Shores, and we're located between Shoreline Vision and Hodgepodge Bakery. Everywhere I go and I say Hodgepodge Bakery, everybody goes, oh.
221 West Webster in the old Huntington Bank. Also online, livesoulfield.com. And when we go into Meijer stores, we'll start in their urban markets. So that'll be Grand Rapids area and Detroit area first. And then we're hoping to get into Muskegon.
Sweet. So I did mention I'm not in Meijer or Target or anything, but every store down Sherman and Lakeland going towards the beach, and also going towards Ravenna, towards shirts and stuff and all of that. So I'm in every one of those stores in every municipality. As it's a convenience store, whether it's your local Jack's or things of that nature. I just haven't got to Meijer, Walmart, and Target and things of that nature.
And I like to say also that I like small stores. So we built our company, and we're in over 25 stores right now. But most of those guys are small stores. So if you know small local owners, send them our way. We would love for them to carry our products. My particular company doesn't just want to be in Walmart. I want to be in every store. So even the small ones, those are amazing for us.
One more question?
I was told by, I believe, David, that we're not supposed to sell, but I can give you my business card. We ship free to all 50 states. We also allow in-store pickup. So, or you can meet me in the parking lot. I don't want to disrespect Rotary's rules or whatever, but parking lot is cool.
Well, this has been a great program today, and great entertainment, but we also learned an awful lot about small businesses and minority businesses in particular, and I think you're doing a great work, and we're very proud of you. So as we close, I wanted to let you know that we contribute to for honorariums, we contribute to an organization called Shelter Box that works in tandem with Rotary International, going across the globe, helping in disaster relief situations, and they provide temporary housing for individuals when there are disasters anywhere in the world. So we thank you very much for your great presentation, and look forward to seeing you out in your businesses. So, birthday slide, Mike. We have 3 birthdays to celebrate. At least one of them is here. So at this time, we'll indicate that Christy Pollock, Jackie Farrar, and Jim Fisher have birthdays, the 21st, 24th, and 26th. So at this time, if you would participate in singing happy birthday, that'd be terrific. So, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Well, we have Jim Fisher coming forward to make his contribution to the Caring Connection. He beat me to it. So just a reminder, when you have a birthday, we use $10 to contribute to our Caring Connections, which, as you might have seen in the Rotarians in Action, it's a program where we send cards and flowers and other things for our fellow Rotarians that are going through challenging moments. At this time, we have Rotarians in Action. What's interesting is it's a student from Muskegon High School and an interactor talking about her experience in the Muskegon Interact program.
I'm Addie Whitmer. I'm the president of the Muskegon High School Interact Club. We have been wanting to do something with animals for a while, so we've been reaching out to a bunch of different pounds, and they all have different sets of needs, and a lot of the times those excluded minors, but we finally found a shelter, and we are gonna wash some food bowls and blankets and stuff for them. So we're all really excited about that project because a lot of the people in our Interact Club are animal lovers. I'm going to Honduras with Chispa Project in February. Chispa Project is a project that builds school libraries in Honduras. And that project is just very near and dear to my heart because I'm fluent in Spanish and I really love books to the degree where I want to be a librarian when I get older. So the project is just really suited to my skill set, and it makes me feel like I'm making a really big difference because it's something that I'm so good at and competent in. And then also, I know I'm going to have fun because I love organizing books. The Muskegon High School Interact Club they had one before COVID, but during COVID it kind of died off because it was difficult to communicate and commit to projects and they all had to be done online. So after 2020, in the 2021 school year, they brought it back, and there's just been a lot of really good time and effort on the part of Mr. Knowling and Ms. Claire and a couple people who graduated before me who just really, they put a lot of themselves into this club, and it's been really cool to see it come back. And it's such a necessary thing because it makes charity, which is a thing that you have to get into early in life, accessible to high schoolers. And it's just a really helpful avenue to contribute to your community and also to the global community.
So some of you may not realize it, but she is there in Honduras this week. And so just a reminder that they left, I believe, on Saturday, and they're going to be down there for about a week. And later in the spring, we're going to have a program dedicated to the folks that went to Honduras and the others that are going to El Salvador during spring break. Let's see here. And now for announcements. We have a couple people that are going to give announcements, so if you want to come forward, I'll give us some while they're coming forward. There will be a Rewind meeting tonight, but it's at a new location. You're accustomed to hearing us saying that they're meeting at Unruly. Tonight they're trying out the Core Plaza on the main floor, which is what you know as the vault. Apparently there's a room kind of behind the main area, and that's where they'll be. So if you need an address, the address is 221 West Webster.
Hello, I'm Jane Klingman Scott, and I'm talking to you from the Peace Builders Committee. And we've been announcing this for quite a while. On March 21st, we are having a seminar which is called Bridging the Political Divide. So it's a seminar put on by Braver Angels that teaches us how to talk to people and listen to people from different sides of the political divide. And when I ask people if they want to sign up, they have to say they're blue or they're red. And the most common response is, I'm purple. Well, we want the purples there too. So please watch the Sign Up Genius, and when it comes around to sign up for this, the 21st, we would appreciate you giving it some consideration.
That's so sweet. Tim is going to let age go before beauty. You have sign-up sheets going around for March Madness, so super exciting. We have two homegrown teams, Michigan and Michigan State, who have a good shot on Selection Sunday of making the bracket, both for men and women, for those of you that follow college sports. So it'll cost you $100 to the Muskegon Rotary Foundation. Again, you can sign up through the RIM. There's a sign-up genius as well as sign-up sheets. And I want to go big. I want to do full brackets for both men and women. So I would like to have not 32 volunteers, but I'd like to have 64. Let's see if we can hit 64 and give out 6 Paul Harris Fellows. So sign up or email me or see me after the meeting.
While Tim is coming up, I got a off-the-wall question for you, Meredith. Can people sign up for both brackets and therefore? Yeah. So if you want to pay $200 and be in both brackets, that's a possibility.
Mike, I wanted to be on both screens. That's all I need. My name's Tim Lipan. Today I'm representing the social committee, and I want to tell you about our upcoming event. But first I got to let you know that there's a lot of comedians in this club. And here's why. I walk in like this, and the first thing I get is, what'd you do, pull your finger out of the dike? Yeah. Oh, it's not over though. E.T., go home. I want you, Uncle Sam. Don't you point that finger at me. Anyway, that's Rotarians for you. I want to tell you about our next event. It's February 26th, 5:30 to 7. So pull out your phones while I give you the details. This is going to be at the newly renovated Muskegon Museum of Art. $15 million renovation. You're not going to believe it, I understand. I haven't seen it myself. But we are going to be getting a private tour just for Rotarians. And it'll be a great social event for us to see the art museum, but network with each other outside of the meeting. It'll be at least an hour and a half long. There's a cash bar there. We're going to, as a social committee, provide you with some hors d'oeuvres and water and soft drinks. They're going to give us some remarks and a tour, and I hear that this is a great event. So your phones are out now. February 26th, it's a Wednesday, 5:37 at the Museum of Art. We would like you to sign up on Sign Up Genius so we know how much food to buy. But it's not necessary. If you find yourself open that day and didn't sign up, y'all come anyway. One last thing. Our social committee needs some new members, maybe younger. So if you're interested in joining us and helping us plan 4 to 5 events a year, just let me know. Thank you.
Well, we got through almost all of them. Just a reminder, this is probably the third time I'll mention it to you, and then I'll leave it behind us, is members are requested and reminded to complete green guest cards when you have guests. We've had some challenging times trying to reconcile who attended and who did not attend. So anyway, we'd appreciate the green cards. And just a reminder in March that President-elect Dave Alexander will be emailing a request to committee chairs, so if you heard that, committee chairs, to work with their committees to prepare a submission for the fiscal 25-26 budget. So if you would do that, that would be terrific. And I think we have Frank Peterson handling the raffle today. Oh, okay. Oh, boy.
First one is for a $10 voucher to 914.
914.
All right, I got $25. 944.
944. I think it's another, yeah, voucher. $30 voucher. 888. 888. Oh, right next door. Eight 862.
All right, now I got $5. Now we're down to cash.
$5.
920.
920. 920. Oh. A lot of you sat at the wrong table tonight. I don't think I've ever seen this. 962. Well, that was great. And we appreciate the presenters bringing in some things to go out through our raffle. That's a nice touch. We appreciate it. Next week's program will be on the value of manufacturing in Muskegon. And at this time, please rise. We'll recite the four-way test. Oh, the things we think, say, or do. Is it truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships when it's beneficial to all concerned? Well, thank you all for attending today. We are now adjourned.